Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Todd, Southern Sipper. We have a special guest reviewer with us today. This is, as most of you already know, this is Sophie, the Rescue Sipper. She has a beer to review for you guys today. What's the name of it? It is the Best Buds Brew Craft Brew for Dogs. This is the Bacon Porter recipe. Has a pretty tasty list of ingredients, to be perfectly honest with you. I almost want to try it myself, but I made that mistake with one of her cookies one time. Did not go well. Beef bone broth, bacon, fat, pumpkin, cane, molasses, and some cinnamon. But I don't like cinnamon, so we're gonna get her going on that, and then I'll do a review too, because you know, can't be left out. Yeah, we're gonna do the Guayabera IPA from Cigar City Brewing. Of course, we'll talk more about that here in just a moment. But without further ado, let's get the puppers all squared away here. Oh, The aroma of bacon is captivating. So here we go. Hey.
Sophie, look.
It doesn't look like a porter. I probably should have shook that up a little better.
Yeah, it said shake it.
All right, little girly. Let's see what we do.
Here, Sophie.
Is that a no? Or do we just not want to do it?
Hey, let me see if I can hold it and get into it. Is it good?
Want some more? Let's put it on the ground. Well, I think we have, I think we've got a mixed reaction. Wait a minute. Nope. Alrighty. So we're going to get into this Guayabera, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to hear voices in the background. My wife's talking to our new next door neighbor. She's really nice. And look, this thing is horribly overcarbonated. I got more of it on me than I'm going to get in the glass. It's absolutely exploded. Now,
you're bored.
as a general rule, or I shouldn't say as a general rule, in my past experiences with Cigar City Brewing have all been, unfortunately, a disappointment. Don't know why I keep going back, but you know, it seemed like everything I try from there I've just not found one that I like. Now I rolled the dice on this one. I got a 6-pack of it in there. I'm gonna have to go through whether I like this damn thing or not. Because once I buy it, I'm compelled. There's no getting around it. Unless some friends come over and they want some, there you go. But now, as a general rule, I do like IPAs that are hopped with Citra. I like the tropical fruity notes in that. As this poor glass is just covered. There's enough beer all over me and the table and everything else. You know, and it's hazy and all that business, like a hazy, tropical IPA. Smells fruity and grapefruity, just a little bit of, that piney note. It's, I'm going to follow this one, put this one into the, the old meh camp. It's pretty good. It's pretty unremarkable. It's a little bit thin, and it's pretty piney on the finish. Now, it does say it doesn't mention any other hops. Just the Citra. Let's see, it's got some hops and dreams. It was canned Good grief. It was canned a year and a half ago. Maybe that has something to do with it. 4/27/22 at, it's even got the time, 11 o'clock. So maybe that might have a little something to do with it. I probably should learn to flip the 6-pack over into grocery before I put it in the cart. But I'll try to give it a fair assessment anyway. I mean, look, this thing it's friendly, and you know it's pretty quaffable. You know, now admittedly, I was kind of fooling around with the dog trying to get that little thing set up for fun. Oh, and by the way, even after we put it on the ground, it's still sitting here, completely uninterested in it. So do with that info what you what you will. It is 5.5% ABV, 50 IBUs. It is, and of course, as you should all know, Cigar City is in Tampa. Now, as a former cigar smoker, and when I say former cigar smoker, I mean a lot. When I was a younger man, and I had, you know, time and all that sort of thing to enjoy cigars, I did a lot. We had a really active group of cigar smokers all along up here on the northern Gulf Coast. And we got together as a group, geez, I mean, I'm not going to say once a month, but 6-8 times a year at least. And I mean big groups of us, from guys from New Orleans and Jackson, Mississippi, guys from Tampa, of course here in Mobile, and all points in between. There were times that when we got together, the group would be so big, we even attracted guys that would make the trip down from New Jersey and Kansas. And some of those guys, like the guys from Kansas and whatnot, they still make the trip down from, and there's a short, maybe I'll throw the link up, of the big event that's in Slidell. That's that group. I still get together with them. I can't really smoke a lot of cigars anymore, but not because I don't want to. But anyway, let me get back to the original thought was, if you don't know the reason they call Tampa Cigar City, I'm sure you've all seen the old Have a Tampa boxes and all that bit. Pre-Cuban embargo, boats of quality Cuban tobacco, and I'm sure even if you don't smoke cigars, you know how the legend goes with Cuban cigars. Quality Cuban tobacco by the boatload came into Tampa, and they had tons of cigar factories where they were hand rolling Cuban cigars there, and they were called clear Havanas at the time. And then post embargo, that basically shut all that down. They couldn't bring the tobacco in anymore, and there wasn't any interest in any of the other alternative countries of origin, like now, like Nicaraguans and Honduran and all, and the Dominican Republic. Some of those cigars are fantastic, but they're sitting in the cigar channel, and I'm not going to be getting into that on here either. But anyway, so back to the beer.
Did you spill some?
That can just blew up when I opened it. Beer went everywhere. It's horribly overcarbonated in there.
I'm gonna get this up.
Yeah. So back to the beer. It's eminently quaffable. It's quite friendly, but for my particular palate, it's thin and a little piney for what you get with the other profiles. There's very little malt presence and very little of those tropical notes that you normally get from Citra hops. Now, be perfectly honest, if I saw it on the shelf again and it was not a year and a half old, I probably would give it an honest go. And if I tell you what, if I see it, I'll buy it. I'll do review number 2 on that thing, and I'll link this video to it just to give them a fair shake. Well, I mean, that's all I can say about it. And so, this was a fun little thing to do with the puppers. Should have chosen a different beer for myself, but that's either here nor there. So, as always, I'll just finish this thing up. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I love the comments. And as always, you and your pup enjoy your adult beverages responsibly.